One of the most amazing organs in the country is located on the Wichita State University campus, and one of the world's greatest organists is also there to play it. If you want a real treat for your ears, you need to head to Wiedemann Hall and listen for yourself. You may never hear an organ played like this again. When Lynn Davis plays this organ, you can feel the music move through your entire body.
Wonderful thing about this hall and the organ is that they were both built together, for each other. The hall was built for the organ and the organ was built for the hall.
This architecture provides the perfect atmosphere for acoustics and reverberation. In fact, the room is designed so you hear the organ perfectly from any seat. Lynn says her predecessor made sure of that.
Robert Town went to Europe to investigate different styles, different organ builders, and he settled on the Danish organ builder Marcussen.
The Marcussen family has run that company for more than 200 years, and some family members still work there to this very day.
It made everything happen. They put the organ together in the factory over there, dismantled it, brought it over by sea, by air, by truck, and then assembled everything here.
What a neat thing that it's actually here in Wichita, Kansas.
Yes, and it's the firm Marcussen has only done about 4 instruments in North America. This by far is the biggest one, and there would have been more, but the dollar went down against the Danish kroner, and it became too expensive.
Gladys Wiedemann donated the $500,000 needed to purchase the organ back in 1986. It would cost upwards of $2 million to replace it today. This organ has more than 4,600 pipes, the majority of which you can't see. Lynn gave us a behind-the-scenes tour through a restricted area to show you the part of this organ most people never get to see.
Here we are in the back of the organ case. Many fine materials have gone into making this organ. But the size of the pipes is what is amazing too. You have a pipe that's the size of a little pencil, and then the biggest one is 18 feet tall, made out of wood, big square, and of course it makes a big rumble. So it's the diversity in size that is mind-boggling to anybody who comes to see or hear this organ for the first time. And what you see is part of the picture, but what you don't see is even bigger.
This organ is in a humidity and temperature-controlled building, which has kept it in amazing condition. The instrument still needs to be tuned by the original Danish firm who built it to keep it in tip-top shape.
The Marcussen Organ Company would come over here every 4 years to do a general tuning and just see if anything was out of shape. It hasn't had to have much maintenance at all. You know, some of these pipes are made out of wood, so wood stretches and breathes. And generally, organs and the reeds, like in an orchestra, need to be tuned about twice a year. And here, very, very little.
These pipes are made out of several different types of wood, some of which can no longer be shipped to the United States.
The rear panels, which are never seen, made out of mahogany, not varnished, but still it's fine wood. We have rosewood on the console, Brazilian rosewood, which you can't even take out of the country anymore. Fine metals, 22 karat gold in the mouth, so the pipes. It's the biggest boom box you ever see or hear, you know.
As amazing as this organ is, it wouldn't sound nearly as amazing if it wasn't for Lynn. She's one of only about 10 people in the entire world that can play this organ this way.
I've never thought of doing anything else.
Lynn has always loved music, a love that was given to her by her family. They all sang, played violin, and a number of other instruments. Having a competitive spirit is what led Lynn down the path of mastering the organ, though.
I was taking piano, and they needed an organist for the junior church services. And my good girlfriend was asked to do it. And I thought, well, I could do that too. It doesn't have to be her, just her. So, mostly on a dare to myself, I started organ lessons. Of course, I continued. And it was just very natural.
Playing the piano is one thing. Playing an organ is a lot different.
Well, first of all, it's like being a conductor of an orchestra or a conductor of a choir. You have all that at the tips of your fingers, and you have to put them all together, but you don't deal with people, you deal with actual sounds and ranks of pipes.
It's not just the music you have to master. Watching Lynn play is like watching a very demanding workout.
It's gymnastical effort. It's a physical effort. When I was preparing for my last concert, and when we played with Gerald Shull, the Black Host, with percussion, that is, I didn't need to go to the gym at all. I would stop and be perspiring, and it's very, very physical, and a coordinated effort between the feet, the hands, and just pivoting around, of course, from the waist, and it's a balancing act.
Lynn graduated from the University of Michigan with honors in organ performance. With bachelor's degree in hand, Lynn headed to France to study with Marie-Claire Alain. At that time, she only planned to stay a year. Over 35 years later, she was still there. While in France, one of Lynn's mentors told her she needed to compete in the Chartres International Organ Competition, a competition Pierre Firmin Didot founded in 1970 as Chartres Cathedral. She didn't win that competition, but she won an even better award. She won the competition president's heart. The two were married 10 years later and were married for 20 years until he passed away in 2001. After his death, Lynn felt a calling to come back to the United States.
And in 2006, I found this fit, Wichita State University, and it all came together. They needed me, and I needed them. It's a mission. It's a mission, should you choose to accept it.
It's a mission that's definitely changing lives. Lynn is now passing on her expertise to a new generation of students.
My colleagues and I, who were students, and we all followed the great masters, and now we are the masters. Just because of the generational gap, and you know, time marches on. Isn't that wild? I mean, when you think of it, that came to me 4 years ago or so.
You have played on many, many organs. Do they all have different personalities? How does this stack up to the other organs you've played?
Oh, that's a very good question. You're right. Each organ has its own personality, and yet it's like riding a bicycle. It's the base. There's the base work that you have to be able to do, and then discover what the room is like, what the individual sounds are, and how they can be combined together. And this one, I must say, every time I come back from playing somewhere else, I really, really enjoy it even more. It's given me an opportunity to progress personally, professionally, and it's given me an opportunity to touch many, many, many people on all levels. Gotten much, much better since I've been here. Progressed even more. And thanks to this opportunity to have this auditorium, this organ, the university, and the place in the community.
Lynn is truly one of the best of the best of the best, yet she's never stopped learning.
Some fingerings I change after 20 years of playing a piece. Always working towards getting better, perfecting, and it's a gift. It really is a gift. And that's what I've always tried to do, is live up to the quality of the gift. And reminds me that, well, this is what I've come, this is why I'm here. Why I'm here on earth, why I'm here at the university. This is my soul's work.
Lynn was also given the Excellence in Creativity Award at WSU for 2011, especially for the creation of a new recital series at WSU called Wednesdays in Wiedemann. If you'd like to hear Lynn play in person, you can attend one of her recitals at 5:30 p.m. the first Wednesday of every month. Or you can buy one of her CDs by going to www.lindavis.net. Proceeds will be used to fund organ scholarships at WSU. Coming up after the break here on It's All Good, we'll introduce you to the man who turned Wichita into the 4th largest wine and food loving city in the United States.